here's the deal. There's 8 more singles that you haven't met.
That's a lot, Coley.
Now she got it.
When you put it like that, I'm here to find love, and that's 4 more opportunities. I'm just excited.
I don't know how I feel about this episode today. I actually will say that I don't know whether bringing Will back or even Sahara was a good idea because they still didn't do very well. Sahara, I think, was kept because of the theatrics. That's what I'm going to say. But there were some people that I could see a great connection with, that I could actually see them living as a couple once the show ends, because at the end of the day, I thought Khalil and Rocky really connected and they really had a vibe. So I can't wait to see what happens. Yes, I understand Tia, she did very well. I thought she was cute, and I love that most of the guys liked her. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Ready to Love, Season 10, Episode 2. So I guess today is part 2 of the mixer, because we had the first mixer last week, and then we have the second mixer for episode 2. So we get to meet the new cast that are joining from episode 2. And first up, we meet Coley. Coley is 32. She's a flight attendant. And she says, according to her, men find her intimidating. I don't know what she means by that. I thought she was cute. I thought she came across as a very likable person. And she says, although she's traveled the world, she still hasn't found her person. So she's looking forward to finding her person. The first guy to arrive is Fritz. He is 36, he's a financial analyst, and apparently he is someone who's very reserved when it comes to having sex with his partner. But once he gets married, they'll be doing it on balconies. And it's like, why would you bring that up? Even he is taken aback, because I don't think he expected himself to say something like that. So anyway, he says he's traveled the world and is ready to settle down. He wants someone, he can start a life with. I think they look cute. I think they look cute with Coley, but next up is Tia. She is 35. She's a nurse anesthetist. She looks cute. She really does look cute. Apparently, she's been a student, so she's been busy studying, and so now she's ready to find love. I really liked her outfit. I really did like her dress. I thought it was the cutest ever. So I can't wait to see if she finds her person. She did speak for some time with Fritz, so I don't know whether they would sort of match. Their age is sort of just around the same place, so that would make more sense. She was followed by Cam, who is 33. He's a firefighter. If you remember, in day 1, we met a firefighter, Diona. She's 35. I hope they don't decide to be firefighter. You need to be in different careers so that you can talk about, anything else other than your job. Obviously, as a firefighter, people have stereotypes, so he's had to battle those because, women come with their expectations of a guy from a specific field. So I can't wait to see what happens there. We have Rocky. Rocky for me is a bit, I don't know. She comes across a bit masked in how she sort of walks and carries herself. I don't know whether it's because she felt a bit shy. She is 36. She's a medical quality assurance specialist. I really liked her. I thought she was the sweetest ever. As she came in, she sort of spoke to Khalil, and it seems they come from the same area with Khalil. She says she writes a lot of poetry, so I love that for her. She seemed very, very happy. Khalil, apparently he is 31. He's a roofing company's VP. The only problem is with Rocky, he is 5 years younger than her, and so I don't know whether he would be open to dating someone who's older than him. I know some people are not bothered about age, so I hope he's one of those people, because they really did have very good banter and they really seemed to get along. Rocky actually seemed to get along with most of the guys because she was very laid back and very calm, I think, so they found that exciting. We met Cisco. Cisco is 41. He's a divisionary liaison, and apparently he loves working with kids. He is a bodybuilder. He was sweating so much. I felt so bad for him. So he asked to take off his shirt because, he was sweating. You could actually see the sweat trickling down his face, and then he took off his shirt and sort of used that to wipe off, the sweat. It was the cutest thing ever, in my opinion. He was followed by Hassan, who is 42 and is a visual manager. well, Hassan seemed a bit frustrated at the fact that he came in after everybody was sort of more or less set in couples, and so he felt some type of way about that. He was followed by Rose, who is 38. She's a hairstylist, and her goal is to be a wife. So she is looking for her hubby, and it's like, oh, she looked pretty, so the guys were easily taken aback by her, and it was like, wow, this is cute. So I don't know what happens. I don't know if she'll find her person here. And then we got to see the two people who were given a second chance. So we got to see Will, 41, the biotech recruiter. He's the guy who kept making jokes in episode 1. So the girls had sort of put him up for dumping. And Tommy decided to give him a second chance, so hopefully he does better. We also saw Sahara, 35. She's a home healthcare agent, and she was given a second chance. She said she had put on her Sunday best, but her dress didn't look that great, really. I think she should have gone to someone to style her, or she should have seen one of her friends, maybe. That would have made her, I don't know, helped her with her look, because it's still not looking the way she thinks she looks. And the fact that she's so... I think she should have gone to her girls and told them, I've been cast for this show. The first time I went around, they said I was too this, that, and the other. And then got them to sort of give her some advice on what they think would be the best approach for her in regards looking for a partner. Anyway, Tommy arrives. He sort of tells everyone that, this is your opportunity to mix and mingle, and hopefully you get to establish a connection with someone. And looking at first look, I think Sahara and Will are going to struggle, because you had, Will making his silly jokes. I don't know who told him he's funny. Maybe he needs to try, a comedic circuit, because it's not coming across great with the girls. It seems as though it's forced. And for Sahara, I think she's trying a bit too much. Because even when Will said, oh, I remember you, she quickly said, no, I don't know you. I don't know whether she didn't want him to bring up the fact that they had been given second chances or not. So I can't wait to see what happens at this mixer. So after Tommy leaves, you have people continue with conversations. Obviously, the mixer continues and people are getting to know one another and sort of trying to see if they can establish a connection, because they've been told that two people are going home. So everybody wants to create a connection with somebody else. We meet Shanice. She's 44. She's a residential rehabilitation CEO. She says she likes Hispanic guys. She was talking to Cisco, and she was telling him that she really likes Hispanic guys, and it's like, whatever works for you, madam. We also got to meet Hassan. He's 42. He's a visual manager and he likes interior design. He was speaking to Rose, and it seemed that that's something they had in common. They were actually sharing sort of pictures of their designs that they've carried out, and so it was really cute to see them sort of connect and sort of have conversations. Sadly with Shanice, she didn't sort of click with a lot of guys, and I think she had the same problem that the lady from last week had, in the sense that, or she had the same problem as True, because she sat down at one point and was listing through her businesses and her accomplishments, and it's like, these people are not here to strategize with you about your businesses. They want to know who you are. They want to discuss a romantic connection. They're not here for business proposals. And sadly, I think because she's been so business minded, this is why she struggles to create a connection with anybody else. You have Rose, and she had a conversation with the firefighter Cam, and they seemed to get along. Our Cam, apparently, he's 33, she's 38, and he wants children. Apparently, he's got baby fever, and she was sort of asking him, are you open to dating someone with children? And he said he hasn't dated anyone with children, but he likes the idea of it. Surprisingly, Tia was very popular with the guys. She's the nurse anesthetist, and I think being a nurse, she's used to being around different people. Yes, most of her patients are asleep, but still I think she's used to talking to a lot of people, and because of those social skills and the way she looks, she was very popular with the guys, which was like, wow, I really love this. Poor Will was shaking. He was very nervous. At one point, Cam had to sit down with him and sort of have a conversation to sort of try, I think, and pacify him, because he kept making inappropriate jokes and he had this nervous laugh, and I think it was putting the girls off and they didn't like it. And then you had Sahara. I think is going home because she had a conversation with Fritz, and she was saying that the earth is flat, and it's like, oh, girl, you need to go outside and learn. You need to attend a geography class, go to a library, go on the internet, read a book, something. You could tell as soon as she said that, and she said she was serious, you could tell you'd shut her out. So I have a feeling that Sahara and Will are still going to go home today. Sadly, if they're kept, then they're kept for the drama, but otherwise they're going home. So after a couple of chats, Tommy came back and was sort of sitting down with both the guys and the girls just to find out who they were feeling and who they were not. And so the most popular sort of name amongst the girls was Will. Will didn't do well. Will really struggled. And I think it didn't help that he had rejection from the previous sort of mixer, and so coming to this mixer at the back foot unlike everybody else, and then having to try and sort of get these ladies to like him. I think his nervous laugh didn't help, and I think that his jokes just made things worse and made it cringe, and so the girls weren't feeling him. For Khalil, I don't get it. I sort of understand the rationale behind it, in the sense that the girls are saying he spent most of his time, we didn't get to chat with him because he spent most of his time with Rocky. He connected with Rocky, and so he was stuck there with Rocky. My concern was, if he was going to be sent home, was Rocky going to leave with him, or was she going to stay and to hope for a connection with somebody else? I don't know about that. For the guys, they said they weren't feeling Cooley. I didn't quite get it. I didn't get it because I thought she did say she comes across intimidating to men, and I don't know whether that's the reason why they were not feeling her, or whether it was just because she looked beautiful and she looked very articulate. So I don't get what they didn't feel about her, why they felt that she wasn't ready. Apparently they said she was very superficial. She didn't really sort of dig deep in conversations, and so this is why they felt that way. With Shanice, they felt she was too professional. She was focused on her business. Unlike True, to them it didn't feel like interviews, but it felt like she spoke about businesses and whatever a lot more than she spoke about anything else. And I think it's a matter of her learning to sort of disconnect from her business sort of savvy mindset, and sort of trying to sort of get to where the guys are, and sort of talk about what do you want in a family, what do you want in a relationship, that sort of thing. I think this is what they expected from her, but sadly, she didn't give them that. So Tommy then reveals that Will has been dumped. So he asks Will to come to the front, and he lets everybody know that this is Will's second time round. He's already been on the first mixer and he didn't connect with anyone, and this time he's been to the second mixer and didn't connect with anyone as well. So he had been dumped, and he appreciated the opportunity, and he said, Will said, I've been dumped by many a beautiful woman, so this is not something new for me, and I'm not surprised. So I take it for what it is, and I'll keep stepping. And I really loved that for him, that he was very gracious. He didn't say anything that would come across in a derogatory or sort of defaming way. So I loved that. And then with the girls, apparently they were going to dump Coley. They felt she was tough to talk to, and so she was taken aback, and you could tell Sahara was surprised that she was still there. But I think Sahara was kept for the dramatics. I think they couldn't justify keeping Will, but Sahara, they decided to keep her there. I think they will need to get a stylist for her. They will need someone to sort of, I don't know, she needs a couple of etiquette classes, in my opinion, Sahara. Anyway, when Cooley found out that she's been dumped, she was offered the opportunity to attend the second mixer, and at first she was like, no, I don't want. If they don't want me, then I'm going. Then Tommy had to tell her that there's 8 other people that you haven't met, and then at that she changed her mind, and she said, I've decided to stay and give it a chance and see if I connect with someone. Initially she didn't want to be the Will of the group, but she's decided that it is what it is. She'll give it a second chance. Do I think she'll create a connection with someone? Maybe, but I see her maybe lasting a week or 2 before they dump her, unless she loosens up and she humbles herself. I can't wait to see what happens in episode 3. Hopefully it picks up then, because it's a bit slow at the moment. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 1. Bye guys.